Hey guys, so I just moments ago subscribed to the new ESPN, the new and improved ESPN app, which is just formerly, well, it was still ESPN, but it was mostly ESPN Plus and stuff. So I did finally, like I said, subscribe to it. And the reason I waited, up until today when this is going to be happening, is mainly because I try to balance it out with my, how I'm paid, because I'm paid weekly. And unlike my job with other like bank institutions and stuff, um, I get paid actually 2 days before, or actually a day and a half before the initial payday. So instead of being paid on Friday or even the day before on Thursday, I get paid on Wednesday afternoon, almost immediately after work. I would say basically about a half hour, an hour after I get out of work. Basically, is when I get paid. It gets in there. So I'm able to kind of balance it out to where it's like, okay, I got this, I got paid here. If I'm careful, I'll be able to add what I have left to the next payment, which, will help out in the long run. And that's essentially why I decided today to wait to get the ESPN app, if you will, for WrestlePalooza, as well as for some other events as well. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about this with you, because if we can just do this a bit, give me a little bit more space. As you can tell, like I said, WrestlePalooza is not the only one, but as you can see here, you might say, well, it doesn't seem like it's that different from the original ESPN app that it was from, or it had evolved from. And you're right, it doesn't look like it's that much, but it is. It actually is quite different, if you will, and everything. It actually is quite different. And as you can see, it has WrestlePalooza scheduled for about 2 p.m., if you will. And they put it under. It's almost game time, so they got that there. And let me go back again. A little too far. If it lets me go back, hold on. Yeah. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, WrestlePalooza is going to be right there and everything. And then here it says what's featured is a lot of stuff here. Some stuff that's currently on right now due to the international aspect of it and all that. And then you got live programming also here as well. Basically some of the same stuff you saw up here, but totally different. And again, they show you what's on demand as well as what's being also replayed live right now. And then here you get a lot of football as well, along with soccer, or football as it's called in other markets. But yeah, you get a lot of stuff here, if you will. So that's pretty cool. And some of these games you probably wouldn't normally get. If you didn't have this, because that's the advertisement I'm making, is that once you get this, you get all the games. You get all the NCAA football games you want. And then you can see here they got the special yesterday did for WrestlePalooza and everything. They show you what's recently added and all that. So that's kind of cool, you know. So it's basically, it does feel like it's the same, but it's pretty much very different. And then down here you have all the things here, like they have WWE on the league, but then they have Formula One, NCAA football, all this stuff here, that you would see normally, or you were used to seeing normally under the original app. But as you can tell, it's completely different. It's got a little bit more of expansion to what it has than before. So you can see that right here. And you can even, discover like, okay, what's what, no, this, what's this? Like this is, I think, United Soccer League, I believe. Yeah, it's the United Soccer League. So there's that, so it's pretty cool. You got just a lot of stuff here and all that. And then you got multi-view, new feature, of course, where you can watch all that. Then you got your own personal sports center, new features available. They show you like a little tutorial of the new features available with the upgraded ESPN app, because that's basically what it is. It's just upgraded. It's just evolved and all that, if you will, to be a little bit bigger and better. And then you got your film spots, your documentaries, and everything here as well. You know, so that's kind of cool. And then you got your browse by shows and all that. So you got Eli's places, you got Stephanie's places, Stephanie McMahon, that is. You got Turning Point, The Kingdom, the Kansas City Chiefs thing, then Rich Eisen. And they still have Ultimate Fighter. They got 20 years of Ultimate Fighter, running the rules. So they got a lot of plays, a lot of things you can look at. And then, of course, you got conferences as well. And again, this is if you're a college football fan, this helps you really just navigate exactly um, where you can watch your favorite team, depending on if it's college football, college basketball, you name it. So you got a lot of conferences here that I'm pretty sure you didn't think, I'm pretty sure you heard about, but didn't think you'd get a chance to watch. And then down here you have all the channels. If you will, you have unlimited, which is right here. This is basically, showing you what you have access to and all that, which you have access to unlimited wise and everything. That's unlimited. You could see, like I said, you could see exactly what you have access to and everything right there. Basically, that's kind of like showing you, hey, you can get the Skycast and all that, if you will. And then, of course, you have, like I say, you have all these other networks that you're known to have, like let's say on your cable outlets as well. You even have plenty, like you have ESPN Plus. It used to be its own thing, but now it's integrated into this and all that. If we can get this popped up, and then right there with ESPN Plus, you would see what's coming up, and they would say you got access to this football game, aim and all that. They would say it right there. And this is only if you go up. If you go up to the unlimited, it will say you have access to stream this content. And because if not, you would still have access to it, but you wouldn't have access to any of the other events that's on there. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's actually pretty cool to have, if you will. And again, to me, it's all about patience. Patience in the fact that eventually your outlet, if it doesn't, if it wasn't included in the package, if you will, or the initial package where you can get this whole service for free and everything. If it wasn't there initially, it's going to be. So I say it's just about patience. So there you go. And then, like I say, you got all these other opportunities here as well, like ESPN3 you got, which is internet and all that, and it shows you what's live and then what's upcoming and all that. And this is just like an extension of what you get with. It's just an extension, if you will, with what you get with like ESPN and all that and all and everything. Let me just go back. Sorry about that. So it's just an extension, if you will. And then, like, you got your conferences as well, like, Big 12. You'd be like, okay, what do we got? Big 12. So here you got Big 12 wise here, and then on demand. So it's basically the same. Basically the same. The only difference is that now you got WWE as a part of it, and basically now you have more access to stuff that you normally wouldn't have in the past, but due to limitations and all that when it came to ESPN and localness and all that. But anyway, though, guys, I just wanted to come on here and do this little video, show you that I do have the app now, explain why I waited this long to get it, as well as just kind of show you what's available there and basically, give my thoughts on it. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Comment down below, like the video, ring the bell for notification, subscribe to the channel, click on the links in the description to find my content elsewhere outside of YouTube. Also, click on the first link to go to my new Fourth Wall store to get merchandise there. I got one item up right now. There's going to be more coming in the future. And also click on the last link to go to my Teespring store for merchandise you can't get anywhere else, as well as check out the Patreon for content you won't see anywhere else, due to limitations. But guys, let me know what your thoughts on what I had to say here. And until then, I'm out.